The waters of Marah and Elim. Then Moses led Israel from the Red Sea, and they went into the desert of Shur. For 3 days they traveled in the desert without finding water. When they came to Marah, they could not drink its water because it was bitter. That is why the place is called Marah. So the people grumbled against Moses, saying, "What are we to drink?" Then Moses cried out to the Lord, and the Lord showed him a piece of wood. He threw it into the water, and the water became sweet. There the Lord made a decree and a law for them, and there he tested them. He said, "If you listen carefully to the voice of the Lord your God and do what is right in his eyes, if you pay attention to his commands and keep all his decrees, I will not bring on you any of the diseases I brought on the Egyptians, for I am the Lord who heals you. For I am the Lord who heals you." Just wanted to pause for a moment and understand that, again, the Lord speaks to us. If you listen carefully to the voice of the Lord your God and do what is right in his eyes. So take a moment. What does that tell you? How does that make you think? How does that make you feel? Are you taking the time during your prayer to listen? Are you taking the time throughout the day to listen? Again, God is not just a genie in the bottle. He's not something in a box. He is everywhere. God is a living God. Are you having a communication with him? Or is it just when times are down, or just when you need or want something? Then they came to Elim, where there were 12 springs and 70 palm trees, and they camped there near the water. Now, I do know that just in this verse alone, it talks about where there were 12 springs. The 12 springs, a lot of the times 12 is mentioned throughout, especially the Old Testament, was due to the 12 tribes of Israel. And so every part of the word, every part of the truth has meaning. What information, what meanings has came to you during this reading? For me, my thoughts are all over the place. It's one of those times where I'm going to have to take a moment and register everything that we just went through, that I just read through, that you just read through. The awesomeness of God, how he showed his people time and time again, how even they doubted and feared after they were released that they had a living God, or that God had any more power than he already showed, and God had to show him again, because he will be honored and he will humble those people who think that they're above God, or can tell God what to do. You will be humbled. And that's another thing. If you see that in others, and pray for them, because no matter what, if they're not a believer of God, or if they're thinking that they're more than God, they will be humbled. No matter what, every knee shall bow. They will be humbled. The situation that you're going through, it will be humbled. You will make it through. And it's our job, it's our duty to praise God. Keep God in mind, and thank him. Thank him at all times. Thank him when you make it through.